Picture yourself as a serene harbor amid life's stormy chaos, where no turbulence can breach your peace. This is the essence of cultivating judgment and developing emotional resilience against the unpredictable. Inspired by the 4 key principles of Stoicism, this video will guide you in nurturing an unshakable inner calm that remains unaffected by external disruptions. Why do we distinguish between controlling our thoughts and the inability to control external events? As Epictetus said, some things are within our control and others are not. True serenity comes from focusing on what we can control through wisdom and willpower. While outcomes may elude us, we can always choose our perspective and reaction. This journey will reveal how virtue, rather than fleeting desires, defines a meaningful life. By enduring hardships, we shed weaknesses and align with the universe's laws, allowing reality to unfold without inner resistance. Join us as we explore the 4 Stoic principles to remain steadfast, and let Epictetus's philosophy illuminate a new path to inner peace amidst external storms. And before we dive in, I challenge you to stay with us till the end. One of these 4 principles might hold the key to your tranquility. Principles number 1. Would you give your body to a stranger? Give your body to a stranger. Imagine you would never entertain the idea of handing over control of your body to a completely unfamiliar and untrustworthy person. So why do we easily allow our minds to be hijacked by stray thoughts and deceitful words when we let ourselves be influenced by others? Opinions. We are essentially handing the key to our happiness and peace over to strangers. Mind control is not just a skill, it's an art. When someone offends us, it's natural to feel hurt and want to retaliate. But Stoicism teaches us that our emotions are the result of our thoughts and personal perspectives. This means we have the power to choose how to respond to any situation instead of letting offense overwhelm us. Consider it an opportunity to strengthen patience and self-awareness, to cultivate discipline and self-control. Start with daily habits, set small goals, and achieve them every day to build self-confidence. Focus on living in the present and deepening your understanding of your emotions as you begin to realize that you have the power to choose how to react to any situation. You will gradually become resilient to challenges and no longer be swayed by negative emotions. Imagine a baker who focuses every day on improving their skills, paying no mind to excessive criticism or praise. This baker doesn't allow any external opinions to affect their work process or spirit. Ultimately, with patience and control, the baker not only improves their baking skills, but also achieves true freedom and inner peace, gracefully overcoming any criticism. Stoic philosophy is not just a classical philosophical discipline, it's also a powerful tool to help us face and overcome everyday challenges. By learning to control our minds and handle emotions maturely, we can achieve genuine peace and freedom amidst a volatile and uncertain world. We cannot avoid becoming subjects of gossip and judgment from others. But have you ever wondered if the weight of malicious words truly defines you, or if it's your resilience and inner peace that ultimately determine who you are? Take a moment, relax, and join us in exploring the next principle. This story is not just about how we confront negative words, but also a lesson in soul freedom, when no longer bound by others' opinions. Principles number 2. Insult and offense. Offense. Epictetus, with a firm and wise tone, emphasized what really frightens and dismays us is not external events themselves, but the way in which we think about them. This means that when someone offends you, it's not their words that hurt you, but rather how you perceive and react to those words that determine their impact on your soul. Imagine in a meeting, you express an opinion and a colleague strongly opposes it. Instead of reacting emotionally, you pause for a moment, take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this an opportunity for me to consider the issue from a different perspective? In doing so, you not only maintain your composure, but also broaden your outlook. Or in another situation, when you and a close friend are conversing, and suddenly you're criticized for a personal decision, instead of feeling hurt, you take time to reflect on that criticism. Perhaps you'll discover that although their delivery wasn't perfect, their intention was truly to prompt you to reconsider your choices from another angle. This is finding light in the darkness, a valuable skill that Stoicism encourages us to learn. Through this lesson, we learn not only how to endure offense or hurt, but also how to turn these experiences into stepping stones for personal growth. The key lies in how you choose to face them. Strength, according to Stoicism, doesn't come from avoiding difficulties, but from knowing how to embrace and overcome them. Remember that within every challenge lies an opportunity for you to become stronger and more resilient. We often confront challenges that see our fear and shame. The question is, how do we overcome them? How do we not allow these experiences to determine our self-worth? Epictetus delved deep into this issue in his philosophy. He pointed out that at the core of every fear and feeling of shame is not the external circumstances. Principles number 3. Repressing your actions. Your actions in Epictetus's philosophy. Exercising self-restraint in action is not only a form of autonomy, but also a crucial step toward inner peace and spiritual strength. This does not mean condemning all actions or reactions, but rather selectively choosing actions based on reason, not impulsive emotions. Imagine you're in an important meeting and a colleague suddenly strongly opposes your ideas, even criticizing you personally. The initial emotions might be anger, disappointment, or even a desire to respond forcefully. However, according to Epictetus, this is the moment to apply the lesson of self-restraint instead of letting emotions take over. You take a deep breath and remind yourself that anger or strong retaliation doesn't solve the problem. You choose to accept that opinion rationally, objectively consider it, and even respond constructively, demonstrating respect and opening the door for dialogue rather than conflict. Exercising restraint in action and speech not only helps us avoid undesirable consequences, but also demonstrates maturity and wisdom in a world where quick and forceful reactions are often seen as a display of strength. Epictetus reminds us that true strength lies in the ability to control oneself in any situation. So how can we apply this lesson in life? First is recognizing emotions when emotions begin to rise. Acknowledge and accept them without immediate reaction. Second is pause before acting. Give yourself a moment to think before taking any action or speaking. Third is self-questioning. Is your action or speech based on reason, and will it bring positive results? Fourth is acting mindfully. Choose an action that reflects a deep understanding of the situation rather than just an immediate reaction. By restraining our actions, we not only control emotions but also face and overcome challenges calmly and effectively. This not only makes our lives better, but also helps us become the best version of ourselves, a resilient and steadfast self, amidst the storms of life. Are you ready to restrain your actions to become a better version of yourself? Principles number 4. The power of acceptance. Acceptance. Imagine you're on a long journey and suddenly realize you're lost. You might feel angry, disappointed, and anxious, but when applying principle number 9, the power of acceptance, you start to assess the situation calmly and accept that you're lost. You understand that worry or anger won't change the current reality. From this acceptance, you begin to seek solutions using a map, asking for directions, or using GPS. The important thing you realize is that you have the ability and freedom to choose how to face the situation, rather than being swept away by negative emotions. Here are 5 ways you can practice holding on to the power of acceptance. Recognize and accept emotions. When facing difficulties, take a moment to recognize your own emotions. Acknowledging the anger, sadness, or fear you feel is the first step in accepting the situation. Understanding and analysis. Try to understand the root of the problem and carefully consider the factors that cannot be changed, as well as what you can control. Redirect energy instead of focusing on what you can't change. Use your energy to focus on positive actions you can take. Acceptance is not resignation, but the beginning of meaningful action. Seek meaning and learn. Every challenge brings an opportunity to learn. Seek lessons from each situation and use them to develop yourself. Practice gratitude in any circumstance. Remember, there is always something to be grateful for. Gratitude helps us maintain our souls and see light in the darkness by applying the power of acceptance. You not only learn how to face challenges, but also find peace and happiness in everyday life. This is one of the most important lessons that Stoic philosophy, as taught by Epictetus, offers us. According to Epictetus, each of us is born with the ability and obligation to live in harmony with nature. Not only the external nature, but also the nature within, which is our true essence. This requires us to understand and accept our place in the world, to recognize that everything happens for a reason, and to learn how to seek happiness and peace within the limitations that nature has set. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more content designed to help you cultivate resilience and inner strength. Continue this journey by watching the next videos linked at the end. Every step forward is a step toward a better life.